Tommy, I'm newly sober from alcohol since April. Congratulations, that's epic. Wow. I'm doing well, mostly with that regard. I'm not drinking, but I miss it sometimes. My struggle now is to stop marijuana. Okay. I was introduced to you through the 14-day challenge and then did the 8-week awakening program. It is an invaluable support. Now, as a member, I'm so grateful for all that you provide. What can I do to get to the point of wanting to give up drugs? Okay. Great question, Kathleen. First of all, congratulations on not drinking. Amazing. Just incredible. And, cannabis, marijuana. First of all, if you haven't already, go on to the Recovery 2.0 YouTube channel and watch the video that I did called How to Stop Using Marijuana. Okay. Did you see that video? Can you put in the chat bar? Did you actually watch that video, How to Stop Using Marijuana? You haven't seen it yet. Okay. Definitely when we're done here, watch that. It's the most watched video I ever did. Something like 500,000 people, 600,000 people, something like that have watched this video now. And it's very important. It will be immediately helpful to you. In terms of what we're talking about in your question is a transformation of consciousness. Let me explain. You think one way today. We all do. All of us think in a particular way. What you're describing is there's still something in your mind, in your being, that asks for or craves marijuana. And what you're asking is, how can I move or transform myself from a person who thinks about using cannabis to a person who no longer thinks about that, who's free of it? Furthermore, the same thing for alcohol. I've given up alcohol, but I still miss it sometimes. Okay. First of all, I really wish I could sit with you for the next 5 hours and really dig into this, because this is an enormously important question. And I'm so glad you asked it. I'm going to do more videos on this exact question. Okay. So just a couple minutes here. You have had a transformation already. You went from a person who used to drink to a person who no longer drinks. Now, you could say, yes, but I still think about it sometimes, and that's okay. You used to think about it a lot more. A transformation has taken place. Do you agree? Yes? Okay. So the fact that a transformation has taken place doesn't mean that you're done with your transformation. Just because you've had this first transformation to this point, you're still in it. Recognize that you're in it, that you're in a transformational process. The way that I brought myself, through my efforts, with the support of a higher power, to a place of freedom from alcohol and freedom, true freedom from drugs, was I worked the 12 steps. The 12 steps, when I worked them with a sponsor to the best of my ability, they delivered me to a place where I no longer thought about using drugs and alcohol anymore. That process of the 12 steps was absolutely profound and transformative for me. I got to work with somebody, a sponsor, every single day over time. I got to go to meetings and really reinforce the idea that in my heart and my soul, I didn't have anything more to learn and gain from using drugs and drinking alcohol. That I had learned every lesson I needed to learn. That any bit of information that was helpful to me that came from psychedelic drugs or cannabis or whatever it was, I had gotten everything I needed out of it. And then there were some therapeutic things that helped me. I was seeing a therapist, and my therapist pointed out something very interesting to me. My therapist said, with cannabis calms the hyperactive mind. And that hit me in my heart. And I was like, wow, that is absolutely true in my experience. That my using of that drug, of that medicine, if you will, was to calm my hyperactive mind. I did it 12 years in a row. And so I hadn't developed the capacity to calm my mind without it. I had become dependent upon it, which I couldn't get free from because I knew no other way. So whatever cannabis is doing for you, that's an investigation for you to do. What does this bring to my life? Be honest about it. It takes the edge off, makes me feel more comfortable with myself. It changes difficult emotions that I'm experiencing into something better. Or, I get to connect with other people who smoke cannabis like I do, and I like the community of that. Or there's a ritual to it, and I feel like the need for ritual in my life. And in every one of those reasons, you can have all of that without using cannabis. You can change your emotional state. You can connect with other people. You can have ritual, powerful ritual in your life that doesn't involve the imbibing in cannabis. But you have to shift. You have to change your routines. You have to begin to move into new routines one day at a time. And through the 12 steps in therapy, I finally came to a place, where I woke up one day and I knew I was free. I couldn't remember the last time that I thought about using drugs and alcohol, where that was like a painful thought for me. I was truly free. And it was amazing. And then I got to move forward in my life and face other things. So if you want that, it's here for you. I guarantee it will happen for you if you do the work to make it happen for you.